Today we're talking everything from The Pit, Season 2, Episode 14. What is going on with Dr. Alashimi with that crazy cliffhanger? Dr. Robbie finally says the quiet part out loud. And guys, if you learned one thing from this episode, it is to never trust a little old lady with your Lyft account. All that and more on an all-new episode of Unbinged starting now. Welcome into Unbinged, the podcast where we break down the shows, movies, and news you love to binge. I'm Alfredo Brown. Joined as always, I got Jagger, Matt Kopfhamer. We're talking everything from the latest episode of The Pit. But first, let's get the spoiler warning.
We're about to spoil everything about The Pit. Fair warning, we're not doctors. And the last thing, we will be talking about some suicide, so trigger warning.
Guys, I actually want to start this off. You know, we got a really awesome review over on Apple Podcasts where someone was thanking us for what we're doing, unpacking each episode of The Pit here. I'm just going to read it to you guys. Love how you guys unpack the Pit characters and the episodes and the witty banter. Request, can you please shout out the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline on your next Pit episode, or put the link 988lifeline.org in your show notes? Absolutely, we are going to be doing that. It's a free confidential hotline that provides suicide and crisis support across the U.S. Since suicide and self-harm have been big topics on The Pit, this listener says they wish they were sharing it after the episodes as well. So I want to start off with that. Guys, if you need someone to talk to, please reach out, 988lifeline.org or the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. This was a lot in this episode. It had its dark moments, its tough moments. Dr. Robbie finally says the quiet part out loud, guys, that he does not know if he wants to be here. Duke thinks he's talking about the hospital, and we get the reveal. Finally, everything that we knew. Jag, let's unpack this moment.
I just think he's had enough, man. And we've talked about this for going on 14 weeks now, going on 15 weeks, that he doesn't know how to exist. And he says that in different words. He doesn't know how to exist outside of the hospital, and the inside of the hospital is what's slowly killing him, and where he's just kind of throwing away a lot of his empathy. So he's taken the only way out that he feels gets him the relief, and that's just like an unfortunate place to be.
Honestly, this may sound like a weird comparison, but it almost sounds like he's like a soldier coming home from war where he doesn't know how to reintegrate into society. So he's like, all I know is the shit, is the war. Like, when I'm there on the battlefield, I know what I'm doing. And because I'm in it, everything else falls away. And so he feels like he has clarity, but it's also, like you said, Jake, that's what's killing him, is that stress, that environment. He needs to be able to get away from that, and he just doesn't know how. And so when he is away from it, he feels like everything is falling apart. And that's got to be such a terrible feeling. And I'm glad that he finally admitted it to Duke. I just hope that he can admit it to other people like Dr. Abbott and Dana, who can hopefully get him actual help.
This show has done a really good job of putting us sort of in the throes of various types of addiction, whether it's been Langdon, Santos, and now even Robbie. Like this whole idea of, I'm good when I'm at the hospital, but the hospital is also, like you said, Koff, the thing that's sort of killing him inside out. And it's like the only place you're comfortable is with that drug, even though you know that drug is killing you. And it's almost like he's saying the only way I can kind of kick this addiction is to end my life and not be here anymore. It's very deep. It's very dark. And I think there's a lot of different levels of this. Like, I don't know about you guys, but there's been times where I'm just like, man, you know what? I'm drowning myself in my work on purpose because it's the place where I feel most comfortable. And it's the place where I don't have to think about all the other stresses.
You feel like you have the most control, even if you don't. Mm-hmm. Like it's this false confidence because you're like, I am familiar with this work. I know what I'm doing. But like you said, if you're being overwhelmed by it, then that's not good either.
Mm-hmm. And I think it gets worse with age, because like the older I get, I'm like we joked about in the group chat, like, what the fuck would I do now? I'm going to be 33 years old, you know. Like I'm a borderline house cat, and you can't like throw me out, and like I can't go back to being a contractor. I can't work at the orchard again. You know, it's really hard to do. I encourage you guys, if you haven't seen this movie, go watch The Hurt Locker, Because like I think about the scene where Jeremy Renner comes back home and he's in the cereal aisle and there's just nothing but like cereal everywhere, and he's just so overwhelmed trying to pick cereal. And then like next scene he's back on a helicopter because like that's where he understands where it's at, and it's the same thing. He's literally taking bombs apart. That's gonna kill him the longer he does it. So it's just a very interesting parallel with two different professions.
You made an incredible point, but I also got to say, Jag, fuck you, dude. Like, you're 33. Koff and I are here knocking on the door of 36.
I am
hate you
36.
right now. Oh, well, you're an old bitch then.
And I just switched careers again last year. So fuck it.
I'll be there next month.
It's never
man.
too late.
I'm getting really scared. Getting closer to that fourth floor. It's not great. Not a good feeling. But guys, with this episode here, man, Robbie is he's the connective tissue to everyone around him. And I thought there was just a really good line here from Duke, a character who I didn't know how much we were going to get from him or how much he was going to change the story. Robbie talks about how he just wants to just get out of here and go ride. And Duke just straight up says, it's not riding, that's running. And that's going to be your final lesson to these kids. Because they're talking about how, like, what Robbie does is, you come back, you do it again. You hope that the kids around you are learning enough and being better than you. And Duke just kind of calls him out on his shit. And it seems like the people around him who care the most about him are calling him out on his shit. Dana is doing the same thing, talking to Dr. Abbott. And I know I'm like unpacking too much at the same time, but there was a moment there with Dr. Abbott too, where he kind of says like, oh, Robbie's a big boy. Like, he can sort of handle himself. That's something that I do think it happens a little too often amongst men, where you almost don't want to bring it up to your friend. 'Cause she's like, he's a man. He's got it. He's good. I'll just let him know I'm here for him. Like, we don't need to unpack all that. And guys, I don't know about you, but like, I feel like you'll never regret saying the thing you wanted to say. And I'm curious to see how all that's going to unfold with these characters.
I don't care if you're a man, a woman, adult, child. If you are watching your friend and they are going down a path that you don't think they can survive or you don't agree with, say something. Because like you said, Alfredo, you're going to regret the things you did not say to protect your friend. And God forbid something happens, that's going to eat away at you. Like, do everything within your power to show them that you love them and you are there for them. And at the end of the day, those are the two most important things you can do for somebody who is struggling. Show them that they have a support system that they can lean back onto.
Something, it's interesting because like Dana is typically the one that's the most outspoken. And it almost feels like at this moment, she's like a warrior without a weapon. Like she almost seems to be
burnt out.
Yeah, it's all of the things, man. And like now at this moment, she seems so disarmed where she's like, I can't do it. I can't get to him. I can't reach him at this moment. Like, it needs to be Abbott. It needs to be someone else that can do it. And it ends up being Duke in this episode. And we've got one more episode to, I don't want to say clear this up or get, a resolution, because we were talking about this before the show. I don't know that we're going to get a resolution on almost anything from this season. And I think that's going to be intentional.
I think this ends up being, at the end of the day, the resolution is making sure that Robbie's okay. And another underrated one is Ahashimi, making sure that she'll be okay as well. Everything else is like environmental hazard and damage around them. And then just getting these two people through a shift, really getting everyone through a shift. That's the resolution, not what so much is going to happen to baby Jane Doe and whatnot.
I want to unpack more on Dr. Al-Hashimi. Before we do that, guys, if you have enjoyed just even a minute of this episode, please take a second to like this video. Comment down below with your thoughts. If you're listening over on Apple or Spotify, leave a 5-star review. That is so big for us as an independent podcast. It allows us to grow, get in front of more eyes and ears, and be able to do more things for you guys. Right now, we're not only just covering The Pitt, but we're also covering The Boys Season 5 every Wednesday. Every Friday, we've got Your Friends and Neighbors Season 2, and we're offering you guys more content, premium content, more from us. We're covering Invincible Season 4, Euphoria Season 3 over on HBO Max. We've got our rewatches of Sinners and One Battle After Another, all available to our premium subscribers. So make sure you are subscribed to Unbinged. Now, guys, Dr. Al-Hashimi, this is the cliffhanger that we get at the end of this episode. And I want to go back to some of the notes that Dr. Robbie is reading here. We're seeing onset seizure activity from meningitis, prolonged meningitis that she got at 5 years old, which leads to an altered mental status at times. And I reached out to Vig on this, and I'm going to pull up what he said here, because he said it's going to be very tough. And I think the show did this on purpose to avoid medical professionals sort of catching on.
Figuring out.
Yeah, he says there's not enough here. All he's saying is she was born in good health, didn't have any complications during birth and pregnancy, but she had an episode of viral meningitis at some point, and she was diagnosed with seizures/epilepsy. It looks like the viral meningitis at age 5 left her with problems with seizures, which isn't entirely unheard of, as any insult to the brain can leave you with seizures. Periodic episodes of altered mental status, or, and I've been practicing this word, encephalopathy, or confusion, or whatever term we want to use, that persisted to adulthood could be related to all sorts of things that may or may not be related to the seizures. Vig with the most like doctor analytical breakdown of it could be a million different things here. And I think that goes right back into the show, doing a great job of setting up a new problem that we have no fucking idea what it could mean.
And what's crazy, not crazy, but what's cool is they had kind of already breadcrumbed this earlier in the season when she has the phone call to her neurologist. So we had kind of speculated at that point what it was, but then obviously I think that was like 6-7 episodes ago. So much has happened in the interim.
I hate myself for doing it, and I'm so sorry that
it's because you live in a household with children.
It's true.
But they've literally breadcrumbed it, and then because so much happens in the interim that we haven't been able to pick up on what's going on. So good on them for bringing it back and like keeping that, just not ham-fisting it into the story, if you will, but like introducing it earlier and then bringing it back.
Well, and the way that Dr. Al did it was sort of like, hey, I want some fresh perspective on this. And it really, I think, encapsulates everything that's been going on with the season, is the two of them trying to work together, why she's been so insistent on having 2 attendings in there. It's been a lot of it. I think it's been done really well. And one of the things I think this show has always done really well is kind of keep hitting you with left turns where you don't quite know which direction it's going. And even when you do think you know, the writing is still great. And you still end up getting these twists and turns. And this was one, like, I did not expect to have this pop up with 1 episode left to go in the season.
Mm-hmm.
I almost wonder if this is her extending like an olive branch towards Robbie and being like, hey, I want you to understand who I am.
What if it's even more than that? What if she's recognizing what Robbie's going through as well? It's not just her opening herself up and like in her issue, but it's them. I think the olive branch could be a lot of things. It might just be them connecting a bit more.
Now, is it a male or a female olive branch?
Stick around after the show for a fun post-credit scene where I learned that trees can be male or female. It was a great time.
I do appreciate that, like, I either way, I'm happy that this is happening between them, but I really do hope this is both of them being weak, accepting weakness, and then seeking help from each other, because it's a lot easier. I mean, I'm not saying if you're an addict, go find another addict to go get help from. And I mean, like, someone in their addiction, you know, but like, or if you're sick, go get help from the sick. But it's a lot easier to meet someone where you're at than like, sometimes it's just easy to get defensive. It's like, oh, well, you're looking down on me because of this, or you don't understand me because of X. And then at the same time, you've had Dana, who is trying to reach Robbie. The reason why he can't is because Robbie feels like Dana's calling the pot, it's the kettle calling the pot, the pot calling the kettle black. You know, someone like Duke coming out of nowhere and saying the same thing. It just reminds me that, you know, the first time someone calls you a horse, you call him a jerk. The second time someone calls you a horse, you punch him in the nose. The third time someone calls you a horse, it's probably time to start shopping for a saddle. And I think that Robbie's in his saddle shopping phase. So,
Koff, did you just hear that for the first time?
Yeah, I've never heard that phrase before.
I feel like that's more egregious than me not knowing that trees have dicks.
What?
It's an old one. That's an old dog. That's like an old head phrase, dog.
Like, there's not a whiter phrase in the world for you to not know.
I mean, I've heard the one
Yeah.
where it's like if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, speak, that one. But being compared to a horse is new to me. So we're all learning something today.
Yeah, look at that. What an educational show.
Specifically saying if someone if 3 different people have told you something, it's probably
No,
true.
I understand the
That's just
phrase. I get it. It's just a new phrase for
3
me. That's
people
all.
have told Robbie he's a dick.
Jag, something you said there that I think is like the most powerful thing you said of all that is not even just that people are telling him. To go back to the Dr. Al-Hashimi with Dr. Robbie thing is, I think that when you find someone that you understand can have empathy, you feel that you can be more vulnerable and you can open up. And I think that's the toughest thing for someone who's facing something, is actually allowing yourself to be vulnerable because of how you are going to perceive yourself. Like, I know I'm someone that is very hard on myself, but like if I'm around the people that I know have empathy and can understand me, I will be as vulnerable as possible and be an open book.
We also have to remember, like, from a position of where they're at, Robbie can't always be vulnerable because he's the boss, right? Like, he's the attending. He has to be the one that shows no fear, no vulnerability in the room with the patient in front of the other, med students and first-time doctors.
There was a brief
so for
moment.
him, it's got to be a struggle.
Sorry to do that. There was just a brief moment, not even vulnerability, but just like where you see that he can't even have a moment to try to have a normal life because he's there like trying to look at his bike and what happened, and all of a sudden an ambulance pulls up and they're like, GSW, a gunshot wound to the head, and he's just there like, my fucking bike. Okay, gunshot
That sucks.
wound. Yeah.
The EMTs are like, that sucks, but we got this dude.
It's such a unique perspective, man. Like I just don't think that any of us average people who don't do this for a living can understand it.
Absolutely not. And I want to go back a little bit. This is kind of jumping around a tad, but with Langdon, something you said earlier, Jag, kind of triggered this, where he literally tells Langdon, "Is like, fucking nut up. Like, you're a doctor.
Doctor the fuck up."
Yeah, doctor the fuck up. Like, stop second guessing yourself and do what you know you can do." And I think that moment preceded his moment with Duke in a way that basically he was talking to himself. He's like, fucking man up and admit you need help. And I think that triggered something for him, because then he has the conversation with Duke later and he's finally able to admit that he needs help. So I think him confronting his feelings for Langdon kind of unleashed something that allowed him to then be vulnerable.
You know what other moment?
At least for me, he never got like
a good.
He never got like a goodbye from Langdon or anything like that. This was, I think, his own way, and I'm not saying it's the correct way, but very much a dad way of like, hey, let's just shove past this and be doctors for a second, and like maybe we're not going to actually talk through it, but like before, Robbie wasn't even letting him be a doctor, and that's what kind of killed his confidence. And I think, again, to bring back my old analogy, 3 people have called Robbie out for being an asshole, and I think he's finally seeing, with especially someone like Javadi, of how that's affected them and their confidence. And he's like, hey, maybe I could fix this right now with Langdon in this moment in my own way.
And I can't remember, maybe you guys can help me here. The moment that he has with the psychologist, with Caleb, was that before or after talking to Duke? Because he has the moment where he's talking about the patient, Orlando, and he just straight up says, like, he should have found a higher place to jump from.
I believe that happens before Duke. I think that's before Duke. But I could be wrong because a lot happened. But I'm fairly certain that happens first.
It would make sense, because I think once he realizes that he's even the place where he feels most comfortable, being a doctor and being in the hospital there, he's sort of lost that bedside manner here. He doesn't even seem to have a care or an empathy for human life at this moment, where it's like he does at weird times, but then he does at other times. He doesn't at other times.
He even says to Dr. Al, he's like, I've lost my filter.
Yeah, the lines have been blurred too much for him, where I think he like. It's a lot, man. This is a heavy episode, and to hear Abbott be like, he just needs a vacation. Like, my brother, he needs you. Like, he needs someone. He needs the people around him that love him. It was and you can tell, like, he's sort of putting. We talked about this last episode. He's putting that energy out to other people. Like, even Javadi is out here, like, talking back to him, and Whitaker is out here like
Rightfully
getting
so.
angry with Langdon, and like nobody left in this hospital has a happy tone at this point.
Can we shift to those two characters, especially Javadi and Whitaker, both
Sure.
kind of standing up for themselves at different points? I thought that was huge considering where we've seen them come from in the last 2 seasons. Javadi literally being browbeaten by her mother in front of the rest of her doctors, and Whitaker always being like the little farm boy field mouse. And what's funny about him is he stands up to Langdon, and then he tries to do something nice or something else, and it blows up in his face. So a little bit of a karmic retribution there.
Man,
The pups have to have teeth now, is what it is. And I congrats to Langdon for taking it the way that he did. He's just like, hey, you're gonna need that shit around
Super
here,
mature.
playa. You like to take it all that shit.
never
And he's just like,
apologize
yeah.
for standing up for yourself.
Yeah. Like, and I didn't feel like Langdon was a big leaguing him, but like, I guess like if I think back, maybe especially where Whitaker is like, well, I'm the number one boy now, where he might feel like that. And I think that's like, I like that Langdon didn't say that, because I would have said it. I'm like, what, you insecure, you little bitch? Like, I'm just trying to be your bro, and if you don't like that, then I'll fuck off. But that's just showing my own probably immaturity in that manner. And that's why I want to give Langdon. It's like, hey, he took it the wrong way. Maybe I need to readjust. And I like that Langdon is like really being flexible, and maybe that's what even saved his marriage, is like this dude can take an ass chewing like a motherfucker and accept responsibility, to be honest. So
If there's
It was
anyone
incredibly
right,
mature from him. And
yeah.
what was funny is I wonder how much of Whitaker standing up is because he lives with Santos. And so like she's kind of toughened him up a little bit.
I mean, was this? I'm going to keep doing the timeline thing. Was this before or after the old lady lift charge that he got?
Before because he was
Okay.
looking for his badge still.
That's right.
And
That's
so he
right.
tried
that's
to
right.
he tried to get a little bit of good karma to find his badge by doing the nice thing for the old lady, and it fucked him up. And that's great.
That's
$250
wild.
surcharge.
$250 charge and a bad rating.
And a
She was being
complaint.
racist and threw up. What would cause that? What would the racism?
Bro.
I don't need to know what caused that. Throwing up though.
I wonder if she puked on purpose. That's what I'm thinking. She puked just to fuck with this person.
It's a hell of a weaponization. Just on command like that.
Kids do it. I've met kids that can puke on point.
I probably could. I don't know how fast I could, but I could sit here and make myself puke. I did powerlifting, man. I had to make weight. I got borderline eating disorder from that shit.
It's
Not
like
you,
acting
Jack. I'm not
able to
laughing at
cry
you.
on command.
I'm laughing at Koff being like, I know kids that can puke on command.
I knew kids. I don't know.
I'm just like,
many.
what?
And in like fucking elementary school, there was this one kid that would like, he as a party trick apparently, he would just be like, watch this. And it's like, what the fuck?
It's like Neighbors, like the when Dave Franco can get an erection on command, except this is way grosser.
Yeah.
Guys, I think like one of the cool things from this episode too with like Langdon is I think we're going back to the thing of like people who have experienced this type of trauma, let's call it that, can have more empathy towards others, and like he's been getting sort of the backlash from everyone, so he understands like when someone feels like they are being threatened or talked down to, like he understands what it feels like, and that's why he was cool with Whitaker, like standing up for himself. And I think Langdon's also trying to realize like there are going to be moments where it's okay for him to stand up for himself and not just take abuse from people around him. And he gets that cool moment where they essentially call it just like a really impressive chiropractic adjustment, some cool cowboy shit that he did where like it even impressed Dr. Robbie. That was a really cool scene to watch.
It felt like that was the only time I felt satisfied watching a procedure on the pit. Most of the time I'm just trying to get through it. Like, be a man, look at it. It's like my dad tried to make me grab a fish when I was a toddler. Like he's like, just grab it. Like, but now seeing someone's like chiropractor video thing, That's what that felt like to me. I'm like, yeah, that's nice. I even like my rewatch today, I went back and rewatched. I'm like, fuck yeah, that's good. Like a Pipple Pop video. Yeah, I just said the trauma about my dad getting me to fish today. Like I saw my dad do this Easter with someone. He kept screaming, just grab it. I was like, Dad, it didn't work 20 years ago. It's not going to work now. Like, stop yelling.
Just running the same playbook, man.
3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Jagman, when we were watching this together, right at the beginning, Duke still trying to hit on Nurse Vivi and being told nah, she's got a boyfriend that's a jiu-jitsu master or whatever.
Oh, so
and
he
he's
rolls around with other dudes on the ground. Big deal.
Okay, easy cough. Easy cough. You're gonna catch some hands after the show. From
I'm not scared of jiu-jitsu people. Come on now.
Was it jiu-jitsu or was it judo?
Jiu-jitsu.
Either way.
If it's judo, I'm worried. If it's jiu-jitsu,
Yes.
I'm like, oh.
They're like, okay, let's
so all
both
you
get on the
gotta
ground
do-
first.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was just like,
at
so
me.
you can't
Come
stand
at
up.
me.
Pop, pop, pop. That's what I. And I'm not like, guys. I've actually like done it. I'm not like a. I'm not like when I see red, I could fight. Like real talk, jiu-jitsu only people. Yeah, they're really good when there's rules, but in a street fight, I'm gonna piece you up, King. Sorry, I'm not getting on the ground.
Why are you on your back?
I've learned like the people who are like the actual scary fighters are the ones who don't fucking talk about it, and the ones who don't go trying to pick fights. Like we still laugh to this day about my brother-in-law talking about I count my victories on the scars on my fist. And I was like, damn, dude, that's some pretty sweet fucking bars. Where'd you write that? Like, is that from a song? And I promise you, this man cannot fight.
He has the softest hands you've ever seen. No scars.
I mean, I don't know,
Homie's
but like,
blasting Facebook with Peaky Blinders quotes on there. Just
The keyboard warrior.
a lot of Tom Hardy stuff talking about loyalty.
there's a lot of good from this episode, and I think one of the refreshing things, if we can talk about, like, there was a lot of characters being honest with one another, but one that, Jag, you even pointed out as we were watching, is that you loved Dr. Ellis, who's now going to be a regular on this show going into season 3. We have not talked about this since the news came out, but the actress who plays Dr. Mohan will not be returning for season 3, which, I mean, can mean a lot of things for the story, could mean a lot of things going forward, but we are going to get some new characters coming in. And something that we loved about Dr. Ellis was just like her telling it how it is to Langdon, and like not doing this whole thing of like, let's wait a couple episodes and see if they figure it out. She's like, no, I worked with this guy for months. He's upset because he failed you. Get over it. And I think this show needs more characters like that can just say the quiet part out loud.
Real talk. I feel seen by so many characters. I'm like, I love being that black friend. That's just like, hey man, like that's tough, King, but I need you to quit being a little bitch right now. And I love the contrast because like Mohan is so sweet and soft, like good at what she does her way. I feel like Ellis is like the opposite, and probably in like like an equal way. I'm not saying like it's like better or worse, whatever, but having that dynamic, it's like, oh wow, we get 2 Santoses, but this one's got some experience and some couths. So I'm curious how that works.
Her hard edges have been smooth just a tad versus Santos.
Guys, do you think we're going to find out what happened with Baby Jane Doe?
We got to.
I hope so.
Robbie's gonna take
but
her.
I don't know.
Robbie's going to take her?
We
Like,
haven't-
just throw her on the
Potter
back of the
style on his
motorcycle?
bike. Yeah, Harry Potter style on his back.
Like Hagrid. We haven't heard about her in a couple
Baby
episodes.
Jane Doe who
so-
lived.
She just becomes the hospital mascot, the pit mascot, and she just lives there. Wait, what if Whitaker takes her?
No,
He
he's
lives-
already taken on too much stuff. No.
I'm not saying he should. I'm saying he fits the criteria of the person who. Fuck that. No. Let's do this then. What are the odds? Like, what is your odds on favorite thing that will happen with Baby Jane Doe versus what you'd actually want to see happen?
She's gonna go into the foster care system with CFP. That's what's going to happen. Is the Child Protective Services going to take her?
Well, now you
What
made
I
it too
want
real.
to happen.
I've been
What
through
I
foster
want
care,
to
so I'm going to
happen-
choose to dream something better.
What I'd like to see happen is Dana retire, and raise baby Jane Doe to be the most badass little girl of all time. That's what I want.
I kind of fucking love that a little bit.
First name, baby.
Last name Jane.
Jane Doe. Baby Jane Doe.
She could open a bakery called Baby Jane Doe, but spelled Doe.
Oh, that's
Oh, this is a great idea. I think we need to run with this.
Man, I want to open a pit themed bakery. It's called Baby.
It's in Hawaii.
Or we open a
I
pizza
sit there and get
place.
your order. It's like, what can I get for you?
Yo, did you guys see the meme going around everywhere that Dr. McKay just sits there in the back of every scene, just looking like Kevin James from that meme from the
Oh
King
yeah,
of
she
Queens?
was. Dude, I love how cool she's being with all the weird shit. Like when Santos just saying something awful, she's like, "Okay, cool." Then Dr. King getting autistic about the fucking the reenactors. Like, how often do you think they meet? She's like, "You should look into that." Like, Dr. McKay is a low key fucking saint. You know, I've raised her on the Alex Jones level from vampire to Moses.
Vampire to Moses.
I was waiting for Langdon to walk by when Mel was freaking out about the reenactors. Be like, "Oh my god!" And they have because he was also excited about them. That's where their autism overlaps.
Well, guys, what's the thing? We'll wrap up on this. What's the thing that in the last episode you find is going to be most important for this show to address? Because there's going to be so much.
It's going to be Abbott talking to Robbie, and it's going to be a mirroring of how they were talking on the roof in season 1, where Robbie was the one that had to talk down Abbott. Now it's going to be a reversal of roles, where Abbott's going to have to talk down Robbie, but maybe not on the roof.
Book talk girlies, tap in. I want to see an enemies to lovers trope. Let's see Al-Hashimi and Dr. Robbie go on a date together and get that beer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, we didn't discuss the best news of the episode. Monica left.
Oh.
Yeah. Get the
Guys,
fuck
we
out.
love nurses, but there are some stereotypes. Fuck Monica. I regret nothing. Cough, do you regret anything? Fuck that character.
No. I said what I said because I
doubling
meant
down.
what I said. We don't talk about bars.
I'm doubling down.
Monica's back
Yeah,
to
no.
her life of mahjong and margaritas. Good riddance.
I'm gonna watch
Which is
Fox
amazing.
News and blame
Amazing that
everything
she's
on
gonna-
the immigrants.
Which is amazing that her choice for her fun time is mahjong and margaritas, things from other cultures. Just phenomenal.
Of course, white people culturally appropriate all the time, and they see no problem with it or no irony.
We
Speaking of
won
that, can we
margaritas, Alfredo. We won it in the war.
talk- That's why Mexico's never won a world war.
I just sound like a Seth MacFarlane character.
Yeah.
Just if anyone's familiar with the TikTok video, just make sure she stops at 4 margaritas. She doesn't get that 5th one.
Oh, gross. Too much. Always too far. Did you see, by the way, Taco Bell has a new butter chicken taco?
A
They're
what?
combining Indian
Brother.
with Mexican. Double the cultural
butter
appropriation, double the diarrhea. Prepare
Honestly,
your
I'm
sphincters.
about it. I'm about
Live
it.
Of course
Moss.
you
I'm
would.
gonna get a taco party.
Live
Taco party
Moss
pack.
on the toilet.
I'm surprised that Alfredo Brown is telling me about what's at Taco Bell.
I mean, you're not locked in like you used to be, man. I'm just saying.
I'm not. It's like, that'll be the day right there. Like, hell froze over. Alfredo's saying, hey, you know what Taco Bell has? I thought this motherfucker has a Taco Bell. I don't think ever.
This is
I saw him eat it.
no.
once,
Ironically,
7
the
years
last
ago.
time I ate Taco Bell was with Vig, who is Indian. So there we go. The world's colliding
because-
again,
shout out-
full circle.
Nope. Wait, I can tell you why. Vig loves Taco Bell because they have one of the best vegetarian menus of any fast food place.
Yes.
So if you're a vegetarian, you look for fast
There's
options.
there's a big untapped, or not untapped, but there's a big Indian market for Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not going to eat the butter chicken taco. If you're Indian, or you're into butter chicken, oh, that's also true.
But their
besides
potato
all
taco,
the things
soft
that
potato
make up Vig, like him being vegetarian is like the most Indian thing that I actually like notice about him. Besides all the other stuff, like because like I'm like, oh, you not eating meat?
That's the most. What?
Besides the obvious, of,
Yeah,
you know.
like going to India all the time, and like like he's very much like an American Indian man, like I get it, but it's just like the one thing that I'm just like, you ain't American, is he's vegetarian.
We're at the point too where
Arkansas
like
comes out.
we never have Vig on the show. We're like the kid that's like, yeah, I got a girlfriend, but she goes to another school, so you wouldn't know her. Like that's us with Vig. Like, yeah, we totally have another host on here, but he just, he doesn't come on the podcast ever.
He's never here. He is a doctor. That's how you know he's real. Is because he's not available. You watch The Pit. That motherfucker has zero time to hang out with us.
He doesn't make TikToks either.
No. There's no Dr.
He's
V.
not a Dr. J.
No. Well, boys, I think that's going to wrap it up for us, man. This is a great penultimate episode of The Pit. We're going to be back again for the finale next week. As always, these episodes come out right after the show releases on HBO Max, so make sure you are subscribed to Unbinged. And if you're listening on Apple or Spotify, be sure to leave a 5-star review there. As always, thank you to everyone for watching or listening all the way through. For myself, for Jag, for Koff, we'll see you next time. Adios.
I was like talking to this one chick, and I was like, "What kind of music you listen to?" And she's like, "Dubstep." I'm like, "Strike
Never
one."
mind.
What's wrong with dubstep?
We'll unpack that a different time.
No. We can unpack this now.
It's noise-shaped air, Cough. It's just not good, man.
It's noise-shaped air.
It
I don't know.
is, man.
I don't see a problem with it. But then again,
I don't know.
like
When I
reggae
hear
music.
dubstep, I just imagine a 14-year-old German
Two
kid
robots fucking.
in a garage. Yeah. Like he watched Transformers and he's like, what would be really good? Is the sound of Optimus Prime
and
jacking it.
Decepticon.
Yeah.
Skrillex made the fucking... I didn't know this. I saw it on Instagram. Skrillex is the one who made all the Transformer sounds.
Shut
all
the
of
fuck
those.
up.
Did he really?
I'm being dead... Like, Google it right now, dog. I'm being dead fucking
I am.
serious.
I'm going to Google it.
Yeah, like it 100% was him that made all the fucking noises and
way.
shit.
That's pretty
so, yeah. It all kind of sounds the same.
Oh my God, he did. Wait a second. It says, yes, Skrillex, a.k.a. Sonny Moore, contributed to the sound design for
Sonny
the...
Moore?
Sonny
His name is
Moore.
Sonny
It's fucking
Moore?
hilarious. That's fucking
I like
hilarious.
that better than Skrillex. That's way better.
Yeah, right? You could have just been
No.
you could have been more Sonny for your DJ name. Come on now.
Oh, there you go. That is a good
Yeah.
one. More so.
But yeah, he contributed to the sound design for the 2014 film Transformers: Age of Extinction. You didn't even get the good one.
Oh,
you
we got the
fucked up.
dinosaur one.
Ugh. Fucking terrible.
Dinobots. To me.
I didn't watch that one. Is that the Mark Wahlberg one?
I think so.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone
talked
watched
about
it.
this, but like as soon as they said like he's like, I'm an engineer, I'm like, nah, dog, I'm out. It's like, get the
I
fuck
learned how to
outta
be an
here,
engier to make fun of all the other engineers and show them how queer they are.
Did it out of spite.
Which one is
Robots
this?
from space turning.
Yeah,
into
this is the one with the
cars.
fucking dinosaurs. This is the one
Yeah.
where Optimus. Yeah, it's Mark Wahlberg, his daughter girlfriend, and yeah, and then Optimus has a sword and he rides a robot T-Rex. Like it's a very normal movie.
It's very
I mean, like look at the picture. It's Optimus riding a fucking T-Rex.
See, that's sick. I can do that. I can imagine that happening. Mark Wahlberg,
But the Mark
being an
Wahlberg-
engineer, get the fuck out, dog. I just,
I love like that's where you draw the
That's
line.
like
Robot
that's like in
riding
The
a robot
Following.
dinosaur. I get it. 100%
That's
makes
like-
sense.
Mark Wahlberg in The Following. He's like, yeah, I'm a scientist. It's like, are you though? Are you?
Oh, the happening. Yeah, that's why
The
happening.
Happening, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Not The Following, The Happening.
the only thing that was realistic is his fucking confused ass face the whole movie, where he's just like, because like I didn't get the fucking plot either, so I'm just like, oh, homie,
Dude,
it's me.
basically, the trees are coming and they're angry, and their come makes you kill yourself.
And there's
That was the plot. That's the plot.
It is the plot, dude. That is like, if someone asked me what the happening was, I would record that back. I'm like, here, look, cough, sit down like Captain America is like, so you're just watching M. Night Shyamalan film and you're wondering what happened. It's like,
We're gonna start with tree cum.
oh man, there's our post-credit scene.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's the government's fault because they only plant male trees because they don't want fruiting plants for homeless people and people to just have free food. So it's the government's fault. There you go.
It is, actually.
That's why allergies are so bad in America. No, I swear to God. That's why allergies are so bad, because municipalities only plant male trees and bushes. So when they literally ejaculate into the air to try to procreate, your nasal is now filled with tree cum.
I'm gonna try to bypass the tree cum thing.
The
again.
more you know.
Guys, I just learned that there's male and female trees.
Mm-hmm.
Are you being dead serious, Alfredo?
I'm dead serious. What in my fucking history makes you think that I knew that they were tree cum?
Do you think he's
Like,
a horticulturist?
Like,
fair.
like I just
Okay.
they're
What do I know about
trees. Like I don't look at my desk and I go, "Is this a male desk? Let me look underneath." Like it's just it's a fucking it's a tree. It's a fucking tree,
Male
man.
desk.
If this does make the final cut,
It is. It's in the cut. Like I don't look at an apple and I go like, "Well, let me cut it open and see what's going on inside." Those seeds. It's got to be a lady apple. Like I don't.
Nope, that's not.
I
where,
get what you're
that's not
saying.
where it happens.
Basically, what I'm saying is like I've always been the Dwight of most of my friends, unless I've been in Arkansas. Then I'm like a giant pussy here, But like some people's like, "What? You haven't killed their own hog before?" Like I was like, "Oh, you've never like planted or grew things or have to graft." You'd love
This
being
is
an
incredible.
apocalypse dog. You didn't know
I'm
that
learning
about-
so much right now. There's male trees, female trees, monoecious trees, which are both sexes, and then co-sexual / hermaphroditic trees, single flowers containing both functional male and female parts. This is fucking wild, guys.
Wait till you get to grafting. Ooh, then shit gets crazy.
Grafting's a whole other fucking thing. That's how you.
I'm
get
not ready
shit,
for
like,
that. I'm not ready for that. That's going to be overwhelming.
So
I've worked at
there's
a
these things
orchard.
called fruit. There's these things called fruit salad trees.
Orchard is so unintentionally fucking
That is
funny.
amazing. So, Alfredo, there's this thing called a fruit salad tree where you take yes, listen, you take different fruits, you take branches of different fruit trees like apples or whatever, and you graft it onto a single stem, and then those branches will have different fruits flower at different times.
Dude,
so you could have one tree that has,
the
like,
first
pears
person
and
that started
apples
that
and-
was like, "We're gonna cook with this shit." You ready for
Jason Segel has one in his backyard. The
Shut
actor.
the fuck up.
He's huge into like gardening and shit.
It's amazing.
I want to
gonna
be a
have
homesteader once I like buy my own stuff. So like I'm way into this as well. I've also like bought and sold a lot of weed, and like understanding plants. It like sometimes you'll get grifted.
Is there boy
'cause
weed
someone-
and girl weed?
Yeah, dude. That's how all plants. Anything that gives off flower or fruit, it like the flower is their offspring essentially.
Do you
'Cause it
purposely avoid smoking the boy weed because you're worried what people
the
think?
boy weed doesn't make the baby.
It doesn't flower.
Like that's how you.
Only
that's,
girl
like,
weed flowers.
Yeah,
So you're only putting girl weed in
kind
your
of grow
mouth.
it like a hen house, dude. Like you have your one male plant and it pollinates all the girl runs like a rooster. And that's
This
how
is
you
gonna
grow.
shock you. I know absolutely nothing about a hen house either.
Good Lord.
You don't buy farm fresh eggs, Alfredo?
I mean, I do, but I don't research into what the fuck is going on. I'm like, oh, this says organic.
buys
These
them
are
from- he
these are
buys them
large
from a grocery
brown
store.
eggs. Yeah, they're these free range, good for those chickens. Now I'm gonna eat their ass
Unfertilized
eggs.
youth.
Yeah,
Yeah. Pre-birds.
free birds,
Yeah, I
Nuggets.
mean that's the purpose
free
of a
nuggets,
rooster.
full circle conversation. Oh my god, this is amazing.
I know right now Alfredo's like last pick, dude, on the apocalypse team. You are last pick, homie.
I'm resourceful for other shit. I just didn't know that trees fuck each other and that like I'm sorry, I didn't know these things.
Vig
that's
is
pollen.
number one.
Pollen
He's
is
a
tree
doctor.
comb.
Yeah.
Good luck getting a hold of him.
If it's the apocalypse, what the fuck he's got going on? What I'm like, who?
He works at a hospital in
babies?
Ohio. It's game over for him.
Hey, I Walking Dead to Ohio, dog. The dog. It's not. I'm not that far anymore. Arkansas. I'll straight up. I watched fucking 8 episodes of Paradise. What X made that shit in like 2 episodes, dog. I can do it.
It's like a 3-hour walk. He's good.
Well, he flew. That's and then he used the train.
All right, fucking start the tape. Take
All
it
right.
away, Eric.
All right, let's go. Let's talk about
Pissed
the
off at Jagger now.
Yeah. Fucking male trees. Putting tree dicks. All right.
I'm just glad I got to teach Alfredo something today.
You know, you never know what you're going to learn each day. You just wake up open to the world and it just puts its fruit in you. What can I say? Amazing.
Hope you leave that bit in.
Oh, it's all staying in. It's all in. All right, here we go.